Welcome back everyone to another Star Trek Online Let's Play. This time around I am showing off my Emrys account, and the thing I want to show off today is mainly the 23rd century Dreadnought class, which is this thing here. Hold on. Yeah, the prototype Dreadnought cruiser. There we go. And at the moment, she's been recently upgraded with pretty much most of the epic stuff. There's still stuff that needs upgrading, like her torpedoes, her phase cannons need to be updated to epic levels and such. Sorry, I had to think there. And the same goes with the phasers there, and even the Trilithian enhanced and all that stuff. So yeah, there's still a few things that needs to be worked out of it, but from what I've got so far out of her and such, she is pretty A-okay, and I'm just going to put her to the test. Now, it's been a while since I used her and such, but I have been using whatever Delirium I got and such to upgrade her and such. Well, mostly to get the Phoenix boxes to upgrade her, and that's because it makes it easy and such. But anyway, what missions should we do? Which one haven't I not done? And let's try and get that one up. I doubt that's a good idea, actually, because I wonder if I'll get Battle of Procyon 5 up. I mean, that'd be a good idea, right? What else is there? Have we actually got... No, we already seen that Dish Serve Cold. Binary Circuit, no. Borg, no. We had enough of the Borg. Be nice to actually go for the Breach. No, we had enough Borg. Had enough... Terran. Let's try Days of Doom. Defense. No, we already had that one. So it's just me going through a list of things here. Oh, we already had that. Let's try one of these Enkidu ones. Well, what do you know? Now this can go two ways. It could go real good, or it could go real super long. It depends. Oh yeah, you may notice that the shuttles on these are still in blue. That's because I haven't got the elite ones yet. Not to upgrade my is it K13? Yeah, K13 base. It's not K7. K7 is where I am at. Yes, I docked her at K7 because it's based from the 23rd century and that. And I did actually try to make her look more like Emrys the best as possible. The only downside is I couldn't get her hair because obviously I know that in the cartoon she has much more longer hair and etc. And I would like to say to the people who own Star Trek Online, Perfect World, Cryptic, whoever, add that little DO in. That'd be pretty awesome, especially for Emrys fans like myself.
Kathy have proto-matter production facilities near a black hole. We are going to destroy them. After we eliminate the defense force, we will collect Hawking particles emitted by the black hole and bring them to the USS Jupiter. It will use the particles to power and fire disruption weapons able to render a facility vulnerable to attack.
There we go. I won't go through the full explanation of the actual full explanation. I won't go through the full whole questioning what it's all about and such, because otherwise it would take longer than the timer. And I'd like to try and be there with the team as much as possible. Well, we've got a lot. We've got two carrier. Well, we've got a carrier, a dreadnought, and we've got a good team here. Oh, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have gone in that full thrust. But what you've got to do in this mission is take out these satellites by pushing them, well, taking out their anchors so that they can go into that black hole. And that whole thing is a big black hole. I mean, you didn't expect a black hole to be tiny now, did you? Also, some of you may recognise the character Rodek's voice actor. You may recognise him from Transformers Prime. I'm not going to say the name of the character, but I'm going to leave that for some of you to actually guess. But there are some of you who will recognise it, who actually recognised it immediately when I heard his voice in Travel's Phone as playing one of the Decepticons. I'm not going to say which, I'm not going to say what, but yeah, he was actually pretty good in that. I actually liked him in that, and the character he played was pretty awesome. Oh yes, and also you've got to actually get these things called Hawking particles to the Jupiter so it can actually fire a beam to actually hit the shielding. So that way you can actually break through that shield and such. Now I haven't got any Hawking particle, but I can get some. But hold on, I just realised something. I'm supposed to be protecting the Jupiter. Yeah, because that thing's got fighters along it. It's been a while since I played this game. I mean, since I played this PvE Task Force Operations map, because I've forgotten already that you have to protect the Jupiter. Luckily, the core is there to protect, but at the same time, it helps to have a little bit of extra. Now, this was the introduction to the Jupiter class ship. This level was, if memory serves, and I've got to say, the Jupiter class ship, I have one myself. It's a real good vessel to have, and I would recommend it for any carrier nutball out there. Yes, I'm a carrier nutball myself. I also like to take control of the fighters and such in most carrier games and that, hence why I love Carrier Commander and so forth. Which again, I will say, it is screaming out for a multiplayer, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. But I remember playing it on the old Atari ST and that was a lot of fun. Luckily the Shindin fight, I'm not even saying this right. Luckily the frigates are quite easy to kill. It's the other vessels that can be a pain. And plus this one's not fully up on her traits and such, but the ship is handling quite well. Right, this is the part where you tap the anchors and such. But with every station you destroy, with every time you destroy a station, they're sending much more powerful ships. You will find out once this is all done and that. And I've got to be very careful, because if I'm not careful, I could end up getting sucked into that black hole. So that's why I'm being super cautious in not going too far or too close. Now, I'm not sure what I'm hitting here. Let's see. Nope. And this is where the even more tougher ships come in to attack the Jupiter. Like these things. I should have used my, what do you call it? I've forgotten the name of them already. Oh, damn it. I've forgotten the name of the other lot. I'm having a real bad time remembering names. But anyway, luckily the players here are good, because otherwise this would be a different story, because I am nowhere powerful to deal with these. But yeah, I should have used my other ship that had more cannons in it, but then it would defy the purpose of testing this ship out and showing off it. But yeah, she's actually pretty good. Not as powerful as my other two, but she's still getting there. She's got a few tweaks that needs to be added, but yeah, she's getting there. Just needs a few consoles here and there. Needs a few this and that, but yeah, she is getting there. Vardwa ship, there we go. I had to think there for a while I was nattering on about things. I realised it was the Vardwa, that's what I was trying to think. Yeah, because Vardwa vessels are pretty good, especially the weapons on them. I mean, I have actually got a proper decent weapon set on some of the Vardwa vessels. In fact, what I could do, I could show them off. They're not tier 6X, but they're still, I'll show them off with pleasure, but anyway. So far I'm pretty much impressed that this ship alone is actually holding up against the attacks of the Zenkeris so far, and Zenkeris can be quite a nuisance at times. And Jupiter's taking a bit of a hit. Also on this level, on this level, do not worry about the Jupiter taking too much hits and that, because if she takes hits, she takes hits. Yes, it will cost you your marks, yes, but at the same time, it's not a big issue like it used to be. I know a long time ago it used to be an issue, but now it's like, if it takes like full hits and such, you don't have to worry too much. But it's all a matter of mostly for the marks and mainly for the challenge of it, I guess. Oops. At least these players are actually delivering the Hawking particles, because I actually remember a long time ago playing this, there were players not bothering to deliver the Hawking particles and such, and there was just me and this other person going, come on, deliver the particles, and that was the time I was actually raging and at the point, because it was like, come on you guys, you know how this works. And these were like proper like people who knew what they were doing. They were not like your noobs or anything like that. They were like people who knew what they were doing, but they just weren't collecting. And they were pretty much letting the team down and ruin it for the rest. Obviously I'm not going to contradict myself and wasn't going to contradict myself, my bad, and let myself rage over things like that, because that's not how I play. But unfortunately the other fella, he did have a rage and he flipped out on them, and I didn't blame him. I really didn't blame him, because, you know, even I was like feeling that, but I said to him basically just to walk away, have a drink and that, and then come back, and hopefully you get to play with some decent players that know what they're doing. Even though they knew exactly what they were doing, but they were just like not bothering, just being lazy. Where me and this other guy were just working their butts off. I even said, look, we do this a lot more quicker if we end up working together, you know, but they didn't listen to me. I was just a nobody to them. But at least me and the other fellow had a good chat about it. Right, the best way to deal with these is to aim for the front. These are the ones that you've got to aim for the front more. Now, I do actually have two Zenkedi ships, their frigate and the battleship. I don't have their dreadnought. It's kind of like with the Ilachi, I don't have their battleship. But I do have a tier 6 dreadnought and tier 5, what do you call it? Escort ship. God, there's so many ships that I want to show off to you lot, but I guess we have to wait to the episodes and videos, eh? But don't worry, I'm going to show you, I will show them. By hook or by crook. Oh, but I'm about to take my shields. That's a good thing about this, I've got secondary shields and such, I can extend them and such. I also got the dynamic power as well, which gets a lot of bonus in resisting and such, especially in Hall Gen and so forth. If you're a Serb, look how quick that went. Now this one, it's directional, so I had to be like in the direction of it, and it fires out a pulse, which does, I think, was it radiation damage if I'm not mistaken? Either way, it does physical damage, and it ignores shields every 5 seconds, which is again very handy. Although, there we go. Although it depends on the actual ship. I should have been placing their front to actually hurt them more. I keep forgetting my own advice. Better load of shuttles. I'm glad someone pushed them away. Nah, well, it looks like the Jupiter took it, so we may as well focus on the Hawking Matters particles, which the other players have done. But yeah, I've got to say, this ship has done really well for not being fully upgraded and that. She is quite a keeper as well. I mean, even when I first got her, you know, I was actually quite impressed. I do have the Romulan variant of it, and yes, it will come as no surprise that happens to be one of my favourite ones. Wonder why. Mind you, I find Romulan ships to be very pretty and very beautiful anyway. Is it wrong for me to actually call them pretty? Nah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one to call them pretty. I mean, they do have style, do have a lot of, what's the word, architecture? Yes. Almost done with this one. We just got to take out this station and then deal with their fleets. Oh shit, we have passed the event horizon. Let's warp out before we get sucked, because otherwise it's bye-bye ship. Is it too late? No, I got out of there, thank goodness.
A Zinkethi Dreadnought battle group is inbound. They should arrive in less than 30 seconds. Assemble at the Jupiter and prepare to repel them.
Easy enough. Something tells me we're not going to complete the mission within the 2 minute that it shows there. But hey, this mission has been pretty tough. Actually, there was a trick now to deal with that Dreadnought. I believe it was to use your tractor beams or repulsor beams to actually, not repulsor beams, the ones that push the ships away, to actually get it to go into the black hole. I'm not sure if they fixed that now. Oh, I'm crying out loud. I got myself into the black hole. I was meant to... Never mind. I love that effect. You know, they actually have that as a little hazard. Well, it's not exactly a little hazard, it's a big hazard. I think someone else also had that similar problem. So somebody's trying to push it in. Let's do the whole... Right, this would be a good opportunity to use the pulse. Whoops! Although I'm not sure if it's going to do too much damage. Nope, it's not. That might help. Actually, just go with Neat on that so I can get some scavenging. Oh, globbits! Come on. There we go. Well, maybe we'll be able to take the sucker crate down much more quicker. Now, this mission is one of the more difficult ones. It's not a simple one or anything like that. It is pretty hard at times. But we had a good team on our side as well, so we were able to do it very quickly and such. So I'll just say well done to the team and such. So it went actually okay. Didn't went slow as it sometimes does. So it did actually went a lot more quicker. I mean, yes, usually usually we can actually do it bish bash bush, but even with the best teams that we got there and such, and we did have a good team there, it is quite difficult. Or that even for the good teams and such. Anyway, let's go and switch the ship.